Flash crashes in crypto derivatives aren't a random. They're actually precision-triggered avalanches set off by cascading liquidations, leveraging sort of spirals, and also algorithmic panic. So in today's video, we'll be looking to dissect how they start, why they escalate so rapidly, and most importantly, how smart traders actually survive these flash crashes, right? So if you like the kind of content on this channel, make sure you hit us with the like and also subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description for the best exchanges that I like to use personally. So what triggers a flash crash in derivatives markets in the first place? So flash crashes are sudden sort of sharp market drops within seconds and minutes, right? So they typically arise from a lethal mix of excessive leverage across the market, thin liquidity in the order books, aggressive liquidations that are triggered by price moves, and systematic unwinding of large positions. So these elements actually create what we call a domino effect, where automated sell-offs exacerbate kind of the original move, right? So you have to look at things like the liquidation waterfall effect. So imagine thousands of traders using 25x leverage, and if Bitcoin drops just 4%, it can wipe out all of those leveraged positions. So it's a chain reaction. Essentially, the price drops slightly, it triggers liquidations, and liquidations become market orders, and then a further crash in the price. Then you've got more margin calls getting hit and more liquidations on top of that, and then the funding rates go haywire, right? So the panic exits and apes before the dip is bought. So this kind of what is effectively creating this liquidation cascade. So we can look at a case study of one such flash crash on Bybit, let's say on Binance or xt.com, right? So Bybit has been around since March 2020. There was a flash crash around March 2020 where there was a drop of about 47%. The trigger event being the pandemic, literally, and leverage wipe, right? So the recovery time took about 3 days. On Binance in May 2021, there was about a 30% drop, China FUD and over leveraged longs, and the recovery time was about 4 hours there, right? And on xt.com in October 2023, there was a minus 22% drop, a sudden spike in funding rates, and the recovery time was about an hour. So there are platform safeguards out there, ADL, insurance funds, circuit breakers, for example. So different exchanges use various risk control mechanisms like auto deleveraging, ADL, right? So this liquidates profitable traders to offset losing ones when insurance funds are depleted. This is common on Bybit and Blofin and on Unix. And also there's insurance funds where, you know, these are used to cover bankrupt positions so users don't face those clawbacks, right? So these are all present on major exchanges. And then you've got the circuit breakers. This kind of breaker actually pauses trading during extreme volatility to prevent chaos. It's available on Binance and on platforms like Blofin. If you want to use any of these platforms, make sure you check out the links in the description, and you can actually get some welcome bonuses and trading bonuses, etc. Right? So let's look at the liquidation risk management comparison here based on exchanges, right? So on Bybit, you've got ADL, you got an insurance fund, you got the circuit breakers. On Binance, you got the same. On XT, they don't have ADL, but they do have an insurance fund. Unix has an insurance fund and ADL. Blofin has all three as well. So real world lessons learned from 2020 to 2024. More recently, too much leverage, there's no room to breathe, and just don't counter trade a cascade unless you understand the funding pressure, right? And the market depth itself can vanish in seconds as well. So you have to learn how to avoid getting liquidated, even if you're using high leverage like 25x. So you need to be using isolated margin, not cross, right? Okay, so that you know only the particular positions that you have affected and not the full liquidity that you have across your platform. You also have to monitor the funding rates and the open interest spikes, right? Also keeping stop loss orders and alerts set. And also don't enter a market where everyone is on one side, right? So you just need to look at some of the data providers out there. You can see kind of where the longs and the shorts are, and also checking insurance reserves, right? And that ADL ranking for a number of the platforms that you want to use. So it's all about just being prepared and not panicked. Flash crashes definitely won't stop, but you just need to be armed with awareness and platform knowledge and risk control, and you can turn those chaotic moments into actually really profitable moments, right? So if you want to learn more, make sure you go to Decentralised.news for the best cryptocurrency exchange reviews, DeFi platforms, NFT marketplaces, all things crypto. If you want to learn a decentralized finance in particular, you can go to DeFiCodes.com. You can get into my mentorship program, get a fast track that way, or you can get my free book, DeFi Millionaire, which you can find at DeFi-millionaire.com. Download it, learn about liquidity mining, trading on decentralized exchanges, being a liquidity provider, and yield farming, and all of these things like staking, etc. Right? So it's all free knowledge. Go to DeFi-millionaire.com. If you're someone who likes to wager in Web3, that means using a non-custodial wallet like MetaMask to place your bets on really liquid betting markets powered by smart contracts where there's no bookie, no middleman. Go to smartcontractbets.xyz and get started with your Web3 wagering journey, right? If you want to support the channel, make sure you check out my other books, Tokenized Trillions, Blockchain Applied, if you want to learn about real-world asset tokenization, blockchain, and just the different use cases of distributed ledgers across multiple sectors. And also just make sure you guys follow us on all the socials and like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Make sure you check out the links down below. Get started with some of my favorite exchanges. Peace.